welcome to tonight's episode of the Morte. Tonight there is much smiting taking place in Camelot, and I cannot wait to share it all with you. So hello Black Rabbit, welcome to tonight's show. He says, I'm just going to shift my laptop so I can sense already that Periscope. Well, Periscope is having one of those moments, possibly. It's only just so that you've appeared. Hello, Danny. Hello, come in. Hello, Marabont. Welcome. Come in, everyone. There you go. Black Rabbit was worried that you weren't all going to turn up. I had faith. I know that sometimes Periscope can just be a bit rubbish at saying when folk have turned up. So I've got the laptop as the laptop. I've got the laptop as well as a handy standby, so I can see folk coming through. Excellent. Actually, that's a point, Danny. I need to find out where the smiting smiley is. You've got a smiting smiley. I haven't found the smiting smiley yet. I need to clearly. I've been. My excuse is that I've been very, very busy these past 2 weeks. I can now spend some time. Oh, I have time. I can spend some time to browse through and find the smiting smiley. So hello, Jay. Hello, Queen. Come in. I will find the smiting smiley. It's there. Danny's got it, so it must be there to find somewhere. I've just not been looking hard enough. Oh. Hello, Dale. Hello, Lee. Come in, guys. Come in. Hello, Dale and Lee. Welcome. And man, Jack, come in. We'll give it another couple of minutes, guys. Well, another couple. We'll give it another minute, and then we'll get into the Knight's Tale and get to the smiting of Camelot, which is what you guys are here for. I know you're a fan of some smiting. I'm a fan of some smiting too. I have to say, at the moment, I am absolutely knackered, but smiting will perk my spirits up, no doubt. Oh, and Mason, they're not Mason chain type knights, Danny. You know this. This is good old fashioned stabby, slashy stuff. Well, thank you, Jack. I'm glad you like the energy. The energy is what it's all about. The energy keeps us going through all of this and makes the hacking and the slashing and the stabbing so wonderful, but also not something that you should repeat at home, because swords are for decoration, not for hacking and slacking and all that stuff. That's just for the days of old in Arthur's court. So, to give us all a recap upon our two tales, we can come to Rickman later. We are now telling the story of Sir Tristram and King Mark. Maybe some thumbscrews, maybe one or two. King Mark is king of Cornwall and is perhaps the most treacherous knight and king on all the planet. A coward and a wretched soul, quick to slay folk in no chivalrous fashion. He is a murderer. And, indeed, Cornish knights have a poor reputation throughout all of Britain, except for one knight! King Mark's nephew, Sir Tristram. Sir Tristram, ladies and gents, is the most faithful knight in all the realm. Sir Tristram, whose hair is almost as good as mine, whose chainmail is almost as figure-hugging as mine, and whose eyesight is definitely better than mine, because there were no such thing as glasses back then. Sir Tristram is not only the greatest knight in all of Cornwall, he's the second greatest knight in all of Britain, and all of this would be wonderful if it weren't for the fact that he is madly in love with King Mark's wife, Lady Isolde, and Isolde in turn is madly in love with Tristram. Oh, what to do? Tristram and Isolde were not so long ago found in bed together, upon which King Mark first tried to have Tristram slain, and then, when he could not slay Tristram, for Sir Tristram is the second greatest knight in all the world, had to have him exiled out of Cornwall. Again, this would have been fine, ladies and gents, perhaps, had Tristram just disappeared into the obscurity of Britain, but exiled, Tristram's fame only grew and grew and grew. And in each marvellous tale told of Sir Tristram's exploits, then did King Mark get angry. Then did Mark fill with jealous rage that Tristram should be so beloved in the realms by all, even his own wife. And so King Mark set off to Camelot, intending to come there in secret and to have Tristram assassinated. This plot, ladies and gents, did not succeed. At the end of last night's episode, we saw King Mark discovered by the Knights of Camelot, his identity revealed, and once Arthur had reprimanded him for being such a cowardly, treacherous, wretched knight, then, ladies and gents, then was King Mark made to swear fealty to Arthur, and meant to swear that he would hold Sir Tristram in a faithful friendship. Of course, words said to a king when you're surrounded by the greatest knights in all the world are perhaps words that one cannot truly trust. You see, ladies and gents, there's still a chance that King Mark might still have it in for that good knight Sir Tristram, and that his words of kindness are but words and little more, and that he still harbours a great need to take a steel sword and slice Tristram's head from his body. But with tonight's tale, let us turn from Tristram and King Mark making peace within the court for a moment, and turn to another knight, Sir Palomides. Sir Palomides, who hates Tristram more than any other man in the world, for Tristram has defeated Sir Palomides on so many occasions, and who he is due to fight any day now. Now we turn to Sir Palomides, who, when he had arrived at Camelot, was comforted by Sir Dinadan, who heard from Palomides a great sorrow. "What knight are ye?" said Palomides. "Sir, I am a knight errant, and you will be the man we have sought so long by your shield." "What, my shield?" said Sir Palomides. "Know you well, and know you ought, that if you mean to take it, I will defend it." "No, no," said Dinadan. "I don't mean to have ado with you. I mean we've searched for you in good manner, and if you will, you shall find me soon ready." "Sir," said Dinadan, "whither would you ride, sir, in this fray?" "By my head," said Palomides, "I know not, but as fortune leads me. Have you heard or seen anything of a man called Sir Tristram?" "So God help me, for of Sir Tristram I have both heard and seen," said Dinadan, "and not so, for we loved not inwardly well together, yet, as my mischief, Sir Tristram rescued me from my death, and yet, or he and I departed, by both our assents, we assigned the day," said Sir Palomides, "that we should meet at the stony grave that Merlin set beside Camelot, and that I might not hold my day. And there, by Camelot, and there we shall have done battle together. However, I was delayed, said Palamide, so I did not come at the day that I was meant to, and that has grieved me sore. But I do have an excuse, for I was a prisoner with a lord and many other more, and that shall Sir Tristram right well understand, because I did not avoid him out of fear or cowardice. And then Sir Palomides told Sir Dinadan that the same day they should have met. So God help me, said Sir Dinadan. The day that you were meant to meet with Tristram, Sir Lancelot fought with Tristram at that same grave of stone. And there was the mightiest battle that was ever seen in this land between two knights, for they fought for more than 2 whole hours, and there they bled so much blood that all men marvelled that ever they might endure it. And so, at the last, by both their assents they were made friends and sworn brethren for ever, and no man can judge the better knight of the two. And now is Sir Tristram made a knight of the Round Table, and he sits in the chair of the noble knight Sir Maurice. By my head, said Sir Palomides, Sir Tristram is far bigger than Sir Lancelot, and the hardier knight. Have you fought with them both? Said Sir Dinadan. I have seen Tristram fight, said Palomides, but never Sir Lancelot to my knowledge. But at the fountain where Sir Lancelot lay asleep, there with one spear he smote down Sir Tristram and me, said Palomides, though at that time we did not know each other. Fair knight, said Dinadan, as for Sir Lancelot and Tristram, let them be, for the worst of them will not be lightly matched by any other knights that I know living. No, said Sir Palomides, God defend, but I have a quarrel to the better of them both, and I would with as good a will fight with him as with you. Sir, I require you tell me your name, and in good faith I shall hold your company till we come to Camelot, and there you shall have great worship now at this tournament, for there shall be the Queen Guinevere and Isolde of Cornwall. Know you well, said Palomides. For the love of the Lady Isolde of Cornwall I will be there, and else not, but I will not have ado in King Arthur's court. But sir, said Dinadan, I shall ride with you, and do you service, if you'll tell me your name. It is Sir Palomides, said the knight, brother to Saphir the good and noble knight, and Sir Sigurd and I, we are both Saracens born of father and mother. Sir, said Dinadan, I thank you much for the telling of your name, for I am glad that I know your name, and I promise you, by the faith of my body, you shall not be hurt by me, by my will, or rather by anything else. And thereto I will help you with all my power, I promise you, doubt yourself not. And certainly, on my life you shall win great worship in the court of King Arthur, and be right welcome. So then, they dressed on their helms and put on their shields, and mounted upon their horses, and took the broad way towards Camelot. And then were they within the castle that was fair and rich, and also passing strong, as was any castle within that great realm. Halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents, and Tristram has picked up, not Tristram, Sir Dinadan has picked up Sir Palomides and brought him to Camelot. Sir Palomides and Sir Tristram were initially meant to fight against each other before Camelot, but Palomides never made the occasion, and we had first thought that Palomides was a coward, but no, ladies and gents, Palomides was in fact being kept a prisoner, and has only just found himself free. Now, though, he comes to Camelot, for a tournament is due to take place there, a tournament at which we will have both Queen Guinevere and Queen Isolde of Cornwall, the two most beautiful queens in all the realm, one in love with Tristram, one in love with Lancelot, neither in love with their husbands. Sir Palomides, said Sir Dinadan, here is a castle that I know well, and within it dwells Queen Morgane le Fay, King Arthur's sister. And King Arthur gave her this castle, the which he has repented himself 1,000 times. For since King Arthur and she have been at debate and strife, this castle he could never get from her by any manner of diplomacy or war. And ever as she might, she has made war on King Arthur. And all dangerous knights she withholdeth from her, for her destiny to destroy all these knights that King Arthur loves. And there shall be no knight that passes this way, but that he must joust with one knight, or with two, or with three within. And if it happens that King Arthur's knight shall be beaten, then he shall lose his horse and his harness, and all that he has, and hard if he escape, that he shall be taken prisoner. So God me help, said Palomides. This is a shameful custom, and a villainous thing for a queen to do, and namely to make such a war upon her own lord. That is called the flower of chivalry, that is Christian or heathen. And with all my heart I would destroy this shameful custom, and I will that in all the world know that she shall have no service of me. And if she sends out any knights, as I suppose she will, to joust against me, then they shall have both their hands full. Very well, said Sir Dinadan, I will not fail you, and unto my power upon my life we shall do this. And as they stood on horseback before the castle, there came a knight with a red shield and 2 squires after him, and he came straight to Sir Palomides the good knight, and said to him, Fair and gentle knight errant, I require you, for the love that you owe unto knighthood, that you will not have ado here with these men of this castle. For the knight who approached was Sir Lamorak, and thus he said, For I came hither to seek this deed, and it is my request, and therefore I beseech you, knight, let me deal, and if I am beaten, you may have revenge upon me. In the name of God, said Palomides, let me see how you will speed, and we shall behold you. And then anon came forth a knight of the castle, who offered to joust with the knight with the red shield. And anon they encountered together, and he with the red shield smote him so hard that he bore him over to the earth. Therewith anon came another knight of the castle, and he was smitten so sore that he avoided his saddle. And forthwith came the third knight, and the knight with the red shield smote him to the earth. And then came Sir Palomides, and he besought that he might help him to joust. Fair knight, said he unto him, suffer me at this time to have my will. Chow, 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 Frank. To have my will, for if those were 20 knights, I should not doubt them. And ever there were upon the walls of the castle many lords and ladies that cried and said, Well have you jousted, knight with the red shield. But as soon as the knight had smitten them down, his squire took their horses, and avoided their saddles and bridles of the horses, and turned them into the forest, and made the knights to be kept to the end of the jousts. And right so, out of the castle came the 4th knight, who was freshly ready to joust with the knight of the red shield, and he was ready, and he came together like thunder. And they smote him so hard with the horse that he fell to the earth, and the knight's back broke with the fall, and his neck also. Oh, Jesus, said Sir Palomides, that man yonder, Sir Lamorak, is a passing good knight, and the best jouster that ever I saw. By my head, said Sir Dinadan, Sir Lamorak is as good as ever was Sir Lancelot or Sir Tristram. What knight could he be? And there, with Palomides and Dinadan both marvelling over the skill of Sir Lamorak, who is sworn to defeating the knights who would come from Morgane le Fay's castle and joust with men, there, ladies and gents. There we shall end tonight's telling. That was a big ending for now, Black Rabbit. It was. Apologies, by the way, if the energy level was a little bit down in that episode. I did mean to have more energy, but I've had a long 2 weeks, and now I'm hoping to restore it back up. I have a nice break from lots of hectic stuff now, so we are picking our spirits back up, which is where we want to be. So hello, Frank. Hello, how are you? Welcome back. How is your wife doing? Is the important question. How is she? Is she doing better? You have a 2016... Frank, is that you have a scissor for 2016, or that you have 2016 scissors to come after me with? Babbitt, you guys do boost me up. You guys do boost me up. I have been hugging my desk for the past hour and a half, trying desperately to go to sleep. Avoid sleep, I should say. And I will get there in a bit. But there. Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. Well, I'm glad that she's better, Frank, and I'm glad. By the sounds of it, the doctors have a good idea of what they need to be doing. So, hopefully she'll get better soon. Which would be good. She can get better, get her back on her feet, Frank. Make her laugh like you make me laugh, Frank. I think. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Hello, Reagan. Hello. Welcome, Reagan. Welcome to the Morte, Dartha. Do let me know, Frank. Please let me know. Yes, heart surgeons are very, very good. Which is good. That's what we want. We want to keep people getting better and feeling better. Coming up later tonight, by the way, is this week's episode. You're welcome, Frank. You're very, very welcome. Coming up is our... What we got coming up? Till bashing, ladies and gents. You can see that I've had a lot of late nights. Till bashing is coming up, ladies and gents. Till bashing in 4 minutes time. We'll continue with the story and see just what's on the way. It's all happening. Till bashing. That's right, ladies and gents. We are getting there. Excellent, Frank. I am glad that your spirit is still strong. Yes, Danny. I forgot the name of my own bloody book there. Rather annoying. But I have had a lot of late nights. Tonight is the first night in what seems like forever that I've been back in time to actually eat food in the house instead of eating it in random pubs. And so there I am back. Till bashing is back. I'm feeling lots of good. That's the Frank I like to see. Do you know what, Frank? I'll be honest with you. It's now. If I'm sat here, it's fine. If I start to walk around, the hair does do this. So I might just need the fringe. Probably about 2 inches off the fringe, I think. I might need 2 inches taken off the fringe, just to bring it back down to about there. It has to be done, Rabbit. It has to be done. The fringe is now blocking my sight on a regular basis. No man bun. I just like to let it grow. Just let it grow out. But just. I mean, this is a very long fringe, guys. This is a very, very long fringe. It goes past my mouth. So trimming that might be there. I know, Jack. I mean, I don't need sight to read, but it helps. It helps. And I don't fancy learning Braille anytime soon. I'm bad enough for learning languages as it is. So we'll just keep to how it is. Hello, Texas. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you? Happy New Year. I can say Happy New Year to you because I haven't seen you since Christmas time. It has. How have you been? What have you been up to? Yes, Frank, you might actually get a little bit not a cut fight, but probably just a, a cut. I could probably do that now, live on Periscope, couldn't I? If I got some scissors, live on Periscope, I could cut my hair and weep as it was done. Awful. Well, that's it. 901 Alice fans. I'm sorry to hear, by the way, that times are rough, Texas. I hope you get things settled soon. That's not a lot. It's only guys. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Honestly, I will just fringe. I'm just talking fringe. Just a little bit of the fringe. Come on. I have to. My job involves me driving around a lot, and if I'm driving around like that, that's a bit difficult, guys. I look like Cousin It if I leave it like that. So rather than look like Cousin It, I might have to do. Really, Texas? I didn't realise you were on an oil field. No, I can imagine that. Isn't it a good time to be in the business over there? In the shop? No new air conditioning. We know. I am not tying up my hair. I just want a fedora. Where's my? Here we go. It's not a fedora. Technically, it's a poet. If you're going to get technical, it's a poet and not a fedora. Wow. Only employee there. That is small. Thank you. Hey, Texas. I'm not knocking the man bun. The man bun is fine. The man bun is just not me. I am. Some guys can rock the man bun. I am just. My hair is out. My hair. I feel too restricted with it. I don't tie up my hair and I don't write on paper with lines on it. But yeah, that's my Doctor Who hat, which actually fits now because I've got such an amount of hair to actually fit beneath it. But yes, it's hat time. Anyway, I am going to come off this, ladies and gents. I'm going to come off this. And I'm going to go close this one down, load up the next, because we've got till bashing still to come, ladies and gents. Part 8 of till bashing is about to start. He says, where was it? It's on my computer. I had loaded it up, ready in preparation. There. I've got till bashing loaded up, ladies and gents, so let's go there. Oh, then we need a picture of the beard, Texas. We need a picture of the beard. I'm a fan of a good beard. I wish I could grow a good beard, but I am a big beard fan. So I'm going to leave the hat on actually for now. I think I'm going to leave the hat on, close this thing down, and load up a new scope for for till bashing in a couple of seconds. So yes, do it. Right, coming down.